Hi, welcome to Betsafe's Premier League Preview Week 10. I'm Alan McInally, ex-professional football player and Sky Sports Soccer Saturday pundit. And with me as ever, Paul Dickov, ex-Manchester City and Arsenal striker. This is Betsafe, the official betting partner of Manchester City, and we're here at the Etihad, home of the Premier League giants, Manchester City. With a bit of luck, Paul and I will be bringing you our best bets for the Premier League preview this week, Week 10. We'll give you trebles every week for Champions League as well, hopefully to burst that sportsbook wallet on Betsafe. Okay, we've done quite well with the trebles so far. We've done not too bad. And we're going to go on Paul's treble first, and your first one will be Bournemouth, which are, where are they? They're away at Borough.
Yeah, they are.
Ooh.
I think they're playing some really good stuff, and Borough are struggling at the minute. I know we both like to look at Borough the first 3 weeks of the season.
Well, I was going for them when they were at home, thinking they'd be strong at home, but they really have struggled. They've cost me a few quid actually, so I can't go with them anymore.
No, Watford went there a couple of weeks ago, and the crowd started getting their back a little bit, and I just think Bournemouth play really good football, and they could end up frustrating Middlesbrough. And Callum Wilson's back scoring as well, so I could see them going up there ready, how these boys.
I wouldn't put you off. I mean, it's a big game for Borough. They need to get a result. Borough, incidentally, 3-2, 23-10 the draw, 19-10 for Bournemouth.
Yep,
that's just be a good treble years if this comes in.
Well, look, their away form's not been great.
No.
But I just think they've got enough good players and going forward to cause Middlesbrough all sorts of problems.
All right, brilliant. Your second one, Watford, also having a decent start to the season.
Yeah, they are.
To Hull.
Yeah, I just think Watford, they're under the new manager. They struggled a little bit to start off with. He loves playing the three.
I think they're quite exciting at home.
3-4-1-1.
Yeah,
very attacking. Troy Deeney, Gallo, Isaac's success is starting to find his feet now as well. And with them being at home, I think they've got too much going forward.
Well, they went up. Where did they go a couple of weeks ago? Borough?
Yeah, went up to Borough.
Won 1-0, didn't they?
1-0, won comfortably as well.
So this is the ones at home you'd expect. And of course, Hull's in and around them, they'll be wanting to win the game even more so.
Yeah, they will. And Mick Phelan will be wanting to really, he's got the job now, so he'll be looking to really kick on. But Watford, it's a dodgy one for me, only because you can't predict what Watford are going to do from week to week. But
home advantage might be a big thing for you there. 3-4, just odds on Watford. 14-5 the draw and 39-10, so almost fours if you fancy Hull to go there and get a result. Paul's third one, maybe unsurprisingly, Everton against West Ham. Bilic back to Everton as well. There's a couple of imponderables in there for me. Yeah,
there is, and whoever Everton are playing against, especially at home, I fancy them. Goodison's crowd's right on top of you. At
did well here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they did, but at home especially, they play in the front foot. And I just like Lukaku. Lots and lots of players going forward, and I could see them winning it. Really could.
I don't want to put you in the spot too much because after all, with this, we're only week 10. Are Everton a top 6 team?
Yeah, I think they are.
Potentially they are.
Yeah, I think they've got a great manager. I think they've got a really, really good, strong squad of players, and their home form will help them. West Ham, well, last away game they got a big win at Crystal Palace, but. I think Everton will have way too much for them.
Well, this is on the Sunday, I think. Everton 3-4, 3-1 the draw, and 18-5 if you think West Ham can go there and get something. 3-1 the draw might tempt me. That's quite a good price for Betsafe, given his 3's the draw. But I think Everton obviously odds on just because they're at home. Around 8s for your treble, so it's pretty good. 19-10 Bournemouth. 3-4 Watford, 3-4 Everton, and it's around 19-2, 8-1. Blame me if it's not right. There'll be a link underneath us because the prices I don't have absolutely specific. And if you fancy my treble or Paul's treble, go on the link and you will get the exact price and odds. And remember, if you're a new customer and you have a £10 bet on either treble or something that you fancy, then Betsafe will give you £20 free. And of course, that season-long bet, I may as well remind you now, if you have a correct score bet on any Manchester City game, home or away, and the game ends in a score draw, Betsafe will guarantee your money back. The McInally treble, Spurs. I'm going to go Spurs. 8-13.
Leicester, when
it's a big game, though, isn't it?
It is. I think it's a bigger game for Leicester. The last couple of times they've went away as champions to the so-called big teams, United conceded a lot of goals. Chelsea a couple of weeks
they
ago
were poor against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago.
conceded 3. It could have been 5 or 6. You know, and it's a strange one with me with Leicester this year because they've not really changed their back four.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that they've still got Schmeichel, took both fullbacks, Huth, and Wes Morgan.
Yeah.
You know, so going away from home, and they set their stall out last season, and the pride was keeping clean sheets in every game. And away from home at the minute, they're just conceding a lot of goals. And Tottenham at White Hart Lane are really exciting going forward.
Do you know what's attracted me to Spurs? 8 to 13. I think that's a good price.
That's a great price.
I was
Spurs
thinking there'll be 1 to 3.
Yeah.
I know Leicester are not maybe the team of last year, obviously done well in the Champions League, but if Spurs have any ambitions of finishing top 4, then 8 to 13, I think I'm stealing money here.
I do as well, and you know, the Spurs can't beat Man City at home the way they played and then start dropping points in these sorts of games if they want to finish in the top 4.
Thank you, Betsafe. I think that's a big price of the first start of my treble. Second one, this is a belter as well. I'm going for Chelsea to go to Southampton and win. I'm kind of over Chelsea-fied after watching them a couple of weeks ago because they played so well against Leicester, and I just think if they play like that at any time in the Premier Division, they'll be tough to hold back.
They will, because they've got the players that can do it. They've got the players who know how to win the league as well. But I don't know, to Southampton, though, isn't it? It's a really tough place to go. And I'll hold my hands up. I thought they would have struggled this year. You know, and after losing players they have done the last 2 or 3 years, and replacing them and still being successful, I thought this season might have been one too far for them. But especially at home, it's going to be a tough game for Chelsea.
Claude Puel's done well, and his assistant Eric Black, an old pal of mine, done really well. Just give you the odds, 23 to 10, so just over 2s for Southampton. 5 to 2 the draw, 65 Chelsea, so I'm getting odds against on Chelsea. Another one that's maybe just thinking that might just be too big, especially if they play well. And I've gone into the Monday evening and gone Stoke Swansea, and I've gone for Stoke just because they're at home, no other reason.
Yeah, and they'll be looking to get back-to-back home wins as well.
Correct.
You know, a couple of weeks, massive win for them against Sunderland a couple of weeks ago. Swansea haven't been travelling very well, picking up points, and I think that could be a good one for you, big man.
The new manager, I mean, I said before, I met Bob Bradley years and years and years ago when he was at Kansas City Wiz, they were called, I think, at the time, even before he took the USA job. And he was a really nice guy, and he was a kind of like I was going to say an author of football, but certainly a studier of almost everything in the game, you know, and I found him really compelling to listen to.
And I think he's a good manager. He's had reasonable success everywhere he's been. But you know, you need to have a squad of players as well.
Absolutely.
And I don't think, after losing Ashley Williams, I don't think they've invested that well, Swansea, this year. That's why I think they could struggle. Could
be a big January for him.
Yeah, he's got his own window, bringing in his own players. But I still think for Swansea and Bob Bradley, it could be next year. Absolutely. If they manage to stay in the league. 19 to 20, so just a shade of odds on for Stoke City. 13 to 5 the draw and 29 to 10 if you think Swansea can go there and get a result. So mine is 8 to 13, 65, 19 to 20, Spurs, Chelsea and Stoke, and it's about 11 to 2. I'm going to push it to 6s, just so it sounds a little bit better. It's still a little bit skinnier than Paul's. Remember, Paul's was 8s, which was Bournemouth, Watford and Everton, and that was around 19 to 2 8s, and mine's is around 6s, 11 to 2. So fingers crossed that my treble, or Paul's treble, can go in. Other games that weekend, Sunderland against Arsenal. You know, talked about Tottenham before, saying that they're the sort of games they've got to win if they want to be up there in the top 4 and challenging, and it's the same for Arsenal here. You know, if they want to win the league, which they're making noises about wanting to do, these are the sort of games that they've got to go and win. And I know we spoke a couple of weeks ago about Sunderland. I really want.
Well, he doesn't need to have much of it. Surely the team talk does it itself, because Arsenal are coming to town, and if they want to really upset the apple cart here, they've got to really roll their sleeves up, Sunderland, and get right in amongst them.
But I just can't see how they're going to score goals. You know, Arsenal, they've always played fantastic football, but they're keeping a lot of clean sheets at the minute as well. And for me, that's the one reason why I think they could be real contenders this year.
Sunderland's dangerous player to score goals just now, apart from Defoe's, probably Patrick Van Aanholt, who comes from left back area, and that shows they're not getting an awful lot of goals from other areas, are they?
That tells a story in itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Who else have we got? Manchester United, Burnley.
Oh, Burnley all day long. Getting it done.
Can you make a case? Well, can we make a case for them? Well, I'll just give you the odds just before you start. Then 1 to 6, Manchester United. 33 to 5 the draw. 19s, 20s Burnley. What an
I would
upset
love
that
to. I
be.
would love to be able to make a case for them, but Man United have too much, and they've been in a good run of form recently. United slowly but surely picking up, and the players United have got, regardless of what team he picks, they'll have too much for Burnley.
Your team go to West Brom, so it's West Brom, Man City. Now remember, a couple of weeks ago, I think we both probably tipped up Spurs.
Tottenham to go
and
there.
West Brom drew 2-2, so it's not an easy game for Manchester City,
and
considering the way Pulis likes to do things at West Brom.
It is, and West Brom set pieces. City are not the biggest team. You know, they've got some fantastic players, brilliant players, but maybe you look at the two centre halves, and then you think who else is going to go and attack the ball. And I think that's one area that West Brom will try and target against City. But every game, the talent that City have got, I can't see past them not winning. They're not going to win every game, we know that.
They'll have the majority of the ball, won't they?
Of course they will, but Tony Pulis knows how to organise his teams, how to set them up. He'll have 2 banks of 4, or a bank of 4, bank of 5, and they'll really try and frustrate Man City. But it's important with City this year for me that what were you going to say?
I was only going to say, I'm happy to go with City this time, but I love to disagree with you sometimes and say that West Brom would really frustrate the life out of City. But I thought a couple of weeks ago, Spurs, I don't know whether they thought they would go there and turn them over, and that's how the game finished 2-2. And I think if Man City go there with a better attitude, I think they might just have a bit too much for West Brom.
And a lot of games with City this year, I feel personally that they have to score first.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to bring the other team out a little bit. I think the longer the game goes at 0-0, teams will sit in and make it really difficult.
The other thing as well, they don't really need telling about West Brom. They only have to look 2 weeks ago and see how they played against Spurs.
Yeah, exactly. And City against Everton, it'll be a very, very similar game, albeit that was at home.
Absolutely. Prices for that one, West Brom, 73 to 10. You're getting 7s, West Brom. It's a big price. 41 the draw. 2-5 City. Still not too drastic if you throw it in doubles and trebles and accumulators. We have one more to go we haven't spoken about. Crystal Palace versus Liverpool.
It's a tough one to call.
Really hard. Listen, if you'd have given me a free bet, I probably wouldn't have taken this.
And they've had some great games over the years as well, haven't they? Both teams will want to attack. I think it's under the lights since late kick-off. Benteke against his old club as well. I can see there'll be goals. I'm going to stick my neck out and go score draw on this one.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't think it'll be was it 3-3 a couple of years ago?
Yeah, at least that, wasn't it? 3-3.
Liverpool.
Yeah, the game's on Saturday night. Palace 15-4, 31-10, so just over 3 is the draw. And
it'll be a great game to watch.
On 5-7 Liverpool. So the bookies have still got them odds on Liverpool to win the game.
Yeah, and they will do. But you know, I'm repeating myself a bit here. You know, we've spoke about Arsenal if they want to challenge, and spoke about Tottenham and the sort of games they've got to win. If Liverpool want to be up there, these are the sort of games that they've got to go and win.
I think if Liverpool score first, I think they win.
Yeah, I agree.
That way, because I think Palace, I don't know, I think they've struggled a little bit at home as well.
Especially
they've actually probably been better away from home, but they seem to play a little freer away from home. I think there's a lot expected. I don't know if you've ever been to Crystal Palace's ground, but it's a fantastic atmosphere.
It's a great place to play.
And the whole place bounces. But when it goes a little bit against them, especially someone like Liverpool, I think the heads might go down. I think that might be just about it. Okay, trebles for Paul. Bournemouth, Watford and Everton, around 19-2/8. McInally's treble. Spurs, Chelsea and Stoke. And remember, there'll be a little link underneath us for that because I'm not sure exactly about the prices. They're just an approximate, and hopefully we'll be putting you in the right direction. Thanks to Paul once again. That was the Premier League preview on Betsafe for Week 10.